My foster parents kicked me out onto the streets and called it a favor. Now, 12 years later, they're back, expecting I give back to the people who raised me. I still have the duffel bag. Army green, one broken zipper, a coffee stain on the bottom. It's in my closet behind shoeboxes, and I haven't opened it in years, but I know exactly what's inside. 2 t-shirts, jeans with a hole in the left knee, a phone charger with no phone, and a birthday card from my caseworker Deanna that I never threw away. That bag is the only thing Anthony and Marla let me take when I was 17. I've been with them since I was 8, 9 years. They had another foster kid, Diego, who came 2 years after me. We shared a room near the water heater that clicked all night. Anthony told people he took us in to give back, usually when other adults were around. Marla mostly stayed out of it. She'd cook, drive us to school, sign papers, but she had this way of looking right past you that made you stop mid-sentence. One afternoon, weeks before my 18th birthday, Anthony sat me down and told me it was time to get out there and start building something. Like pushing a kid out with no savings, no car, no plan was a graduation gift. He said, "The best thing we can do for you is let you figure it out on your own." I asked about Diego, who was 15. Anthony said Diego was different. He didn't explain how. Deanna tried to intervene, but the paperwork was clean. I was aging out anyway. She got me into a shelter and a job placement program. I didn't talk to Anthony or Marla again. 12 years. I built everything from that duffel bag up, got a place, got stable. Through Deanna, I learned Diego stayed with Anthony and Marla until 22. They helped him get a car, helped with rent. Then 6 weeks ago, a woman named Flora messaged me on social media. Marla's sister said Marla was sick, Anthony couldn't work anymore, the family was reaching out to everyone for help with medical costs. She ended with, "They always talked about how proud they were of you." I called Deanna. She told me Flora had contacted her too, asking for my info, and Deanna refused. Flora found me anyway. I called Flora directly. She listed what they needed: medications, a home aid, house modifications. Then she said, Anthony had been telling people for years that I left on my own, that I chose the streets, that they'd beg me to stay. I told Flora that wasn't what happened. She said, "Well, I'm just telling you what they told us." That same week, Diego reached out. First time in 12 years. He said Anthony told him I'd been getting into trouble, and that removing me was a recommendation from the casework. Deanna confirmed she never recommended anything like that. I drove to the house, smaller than I remembered. Marla was on the couch, said my name like a question. Anthony came out with a cane, didn't say hello. Said, "So, Flora got through to you." I didn't sit down. Asked why he told people I chose to leave. He didn't remember saying that. Asked why Diego got to stay. Every kid's situation was different. I pulled out my phone and showed him the foster care records Deanna helped me request, the exact date they submitted voluntary termination of placement. Anthony looked at the screen, looked away, and said, "We did what we thought was right at the time." I asked Marla if she had anything to add. She looked at Anthony first, then at me. "We were hoping you could help with the prescriptions, just the ones insurance doesn't cover." I walked down the hallway to the back room Diego and I used to share. Bunk beds gone, replaced with a sewing table and storage bins. On the shelf, a framed photo of Anthony, Marla, and Diego at a graduation party. Next to it, a certificate from the state thanking them for dedicated foster parenting. My name wasn't on any of it, but tucked behind the certificate was my intake form from when I was 8 in Deanna's handwriting. Clipped to it, a monthly subsidy statement showing every foster care payment they'd received for housing me, 9 years of payments, and paperclip to the last page, a printout of my current employer, my job title, and my estimated salary, circled in red ink.